All right. Of course, I am your host, the Swink Nick Swinky. You can follow me on Twitter at I am the Swink. Um, of course, I am also the host of a weekly pro wrestling podcast uh, known as That Wrestling Show every Tuesday on evolutionpop.com, the TuneIn app, on the website as well. Also, the podcasts are up weekly every Wednesday on SoundCloud. The show is live on Tuesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. Central Time. And in addition to that, I also occasionally do some pro wrestling commentary. The next show I'm going to be doing commentary on is going to be on November 2nd for GPW, Global Professional Wrestling, in Posen, Illinois, the Posen Civic Center. So, in addition to being a pro wrestling commentator and a podcaster, I occasionally stream wrestling on pro wrestling games or pro wrestling or just video games in general here on my YouTube channel if this is your first time watching it. One of the series I've been doing, ongoing series I've been doing, is Fire Promoter Mode in Fire Pro Wrestling World for the PlayStation 4. Fire Pro Wrestling is a game series that's been out for a long time, going back to the 90s when it was on the Super Famicom, which is the Japanese equivalent of the Super NES. There's been some games that have been imported over here to the US for the Super NES and other gaming systems here in the US throughout the years. This, of course, was originally a Japanese release and then was ported over to the US on the PlayStation and also on Steam. So this is also available on PCs. One of the modes they added to this year's game is Fire Promoter. It's very similar to... it's kind of like the old GM mode of the SmackDown games, if you remember the GM mode in those games. It's not quite the same. It's a little bit different. I think you are in control of a little more things than you are in that game. Although it's kind of similar. It also reminds me of other wrestling booking simulators that were on the PC, like EWR, Extreme Warfare Revenge, TEW, Total Extreme Warfare, I believe is the name of that one. Very reminiscent of those games, and I used to play EWR all the time. EWR Revenge 2.0 to be exact. This is very similar to that, and in this series we simulate the matches. I never play any of the matches because honestly, when you play Fire Pro, simulating the matches is a lot more entertaining to me than actually playing the matches, because the computer oftentimes puts on way more entertaining matches than I can. Not saying that I'm a bad player or anything, it's just the back and forth between the computer oftentimes creates more interesting matches than I can against the computer, whereas, depending on the difficulty level I play on, I usually play on level 4, and it's pretty easy to beat the computer's ass in that mode, and it wouldn't make for a very interesting watch, I guess, if I was just winning all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, I just like to sit back and watch matches because I find that more entertaining than playing them myself. And I'll be providing commentary and letting you know what's going on in terms of the overall story. There's not really... You can't set up like storylines and feuds and stuff. It's not as that complex like it is in, say, WWE's Universe mode. Occasionally you'll get a pop-up message in between shows, between months, telling you that certain wrestlers are in a rivalry. It just happens at random, though, I've noticed. It's not really something you can control. They just say Wrestler A is feuding with Wrestler B, and so what you should do is put those two in a match together, because that'll help draw more people into your show so you can make more money. So in that sense, there is that, but I like to keep track of wins and losses and set up my own little storylines based on that. And so, enough of me jibber-jawing about stuff. Let's get into some of the gameplay here. So we just finished up year 6. We are now in year 7. We're in January. You can see our assets and expenses there up at the top corner, the top right-hand corner. We've got a lot of money, so money's no issue. One of the things to note here is Sabu retired. Sabu was on our roster and was the champion. He was the Kaiju Attack Heavyweight Champion because we are running Kaiju Attack Wrestling. That is our promotion name. Based on a local promotion here in the area. That is where the name comes from. I didn't come up with that. I just am using it, borrowing it, if you will. But Sabu was the champion. He lost the title to the Shockmaster on our last event, and after that, he decided to retire. Sabu has retired, so that means he is off the game board. And I'm giving Jack Shatter, one of our wrestlers, the month off because he is in poor health. Because you want to keep track of your wrestlers' health. It's very important to keep track of that, their condition. And you can see Jack Shatter is in poor condition this month. You see condition there. And if they wrestle with poor condition, they are more likely to be injured, and they could be injured for, I don't know, months at a time. And you don't want that. But also, making them go out and wrestle with poor health conditions, even if they don't get hurt, also affects their trust level, which you can see there on the bottom of the profile there. Trust is at an S right now. That's your highest rank. That can lower based on a number of things. For one thing, they usually come at you asking for more money, increase their salary. If you don't do that, if you ignore them, that'll cause their trust to go down. I guess maybe based on wins and losses might be, or their placement on the card. I'm not sure exactly, but I know one thing that would hurt is having them go out there and wrestle when they're in poor condition. That'll affect their trust. So you want to keep their morale high, because you don't want them to be pissed off because they'll just up and leave. I've had that happen to me with one of my guys, but that was okay because I didn't really want him on the roster anymore. So instead of firing him, I just made him so mad that he quit. Because I think I've never fired anybody in this game. And I don't really want that. I don't want to do that because I don't want that to affect my, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want it to affect my status, as a promotion or whatever. I don't want it to look bad on me, with other people that I'm trying to potentially sign. So I'd rather him just quit out of frustration, and that's what he did. And that was fine because I didn't want him on the roster anymore. So he did me a favor. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see popularity. You can see salary, trust, condition, attack, defense, what stable they're in, what promotion they belong to. So popularity, the way that works is you can see there's different letter ranks there. There's 4 different ones, and that also goes from S to D. There's no F in this game. It goes from S to D, I think. So S, A, B, C, D, based on your popularity in certain regions. So the game is broken up into different regions. You've got North America. I believe that's the first one. The second one might be Japan. I think the third is Latin America, and the fourth is Europe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Where's PAC? Yeah. Yeah, because PAC is an S, and that's in Europe, so that makes sense. And Naito is an A in Japan, so that makes sense. So yeah, it goes North America, Japan, Latin America and Europe. So he's pretty popular in Europe in S. But yeah, you can see the rankings of our wrestlers' popularity. Attack and defense is the same thing, although there are pluses and minuses too. Because you can see here that Drugs Bunny's attack is an S, his defense is an A+. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've explained this before on previous streams, but maybe if somebody is watching this for the first time, I don't know why you would be watching this the first time. I'm like 7 years into this thing, but you know, if you're watching a first time watcher or whatever, I'm explaining things for you if you happen to be watching this later, because right now there's nobody watching this live, unfortunately. But you can see I imported a bunch of rosters of different promotions. You can see there's WWE, New Japan, AEW, ROH, Impact, MLW. This is a fictional one, DFW, and then you've got your free agents. So you can edit all of this before you start a Fire Promoter game. You can edit the different promotions, or you can just use the default ones, and you can either fill them with fictional wrestlers or that are generated by the game, or import wrestlers that you have saved, or use the New Japan roster that's in the game, or the Shimmer, not the Shimmer, my bad, the Stardom roster that's also in the game. Officially licensed, because they have the official license for New Japan and the official license for Stardom. So, yeah. Quick look at our champions. Again, I mentioned this earlier. Kaiju Tag Champion is Typhoon. The Tag Team Champions are DDS and Steve Arndt. The Junior Champion is Aaron Xavier, who just beat Shotzi, ended her 7-match win streak to win the title at our last event. Actually, that was back in our November event. Year 6 November is when he won the title. So two months ago. Last month he defeated Alan Brown in a non-title match, 100% match valuation. Shotzi wrestled Kylie Ray. She lost that match, 100% match valuation. Well, we'll run through that in a second. But the 6-man tag team champions are now DDS, Tony Storm, and Pac, as they defeated Drugs Bunny, Danger Mask, and Orange Cassidy at the last event to win those titles. We've also got some other titles from different promotions in our possession. We've got the MLW Junior Heavyweight Championship, which is held by Shotzi Blackheart. She actually defeated Aaron Xavier for that title, so she beat the man that beat her 2 months ago for the Kaiju Junior title. We've got the Ace Heavyweight title, which is held by Pac. This is from a defunct promotion now. Ace went out of business. There's a hardcore promotion based out of Japan, so I absorbed their championship and their 6-man titles as well, because the 6-man tag team champions are Shotzi Blackheart, Tajiri, and Sam Kelly. So those are the titles that we possess right now. And doing cross-promotional events with the promotions, other promotions, and they put their titles on the line. Or sending your wrestlers to different promotions as well can get you belts from other promotions. We got 1 month left in our partnership with New Japan. We actually had Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado on the last show. So I might as well just tell everybody, here's what happened on the last show. Before we do that, let me check and see. Did I send the scouts out? I did not yet. So we want to send the scouts out and we want to offer a contract. Okay, so yeah, let's do that real quick. We'll run through what happened on the last event when we set up the card for this show. Savvy? Okay. We'll just send this guy out for a month. And we'll just send him out for a month. Let's send him out for 3 months. America. Send him out for 3 months. I noticed that the friggin' scouts are just terrible at finding people. Alright, so we did that. We've got free agents available. We can also try to steal wrestlers from other promotions. I did that once already with Kylie Ray. I stole her from AEW. There's really nobody I would want to steal from them except for maybe Nyla Rose. She's got like every single one of their titles. But yeah, I don't particularly want anybody else from their roster. Could try to steal Silas Young. I don't want Matt Taven, TK O'Ryan, or Vinny Marseglia. That's okay. Brody King, Marty Scurll. Now that's... I don't have a relationship with ROH, so I'd be okay with trying to steal them. Okay, so Jay Briscoe is available. Nakamura. Matt Hardy. Ah, yes. Austin Aries. Brock Lesnar. Mark Briscoe. We could try to get the Briscoe brothers. Kane. That's gotta be Kane. Le Champion. Chris Jericho. Rusev, the Cuck. Filthy Tom Lawler. Dalton Castle. Trey Miguel. Zachary Wentz. Brian Pillman Jr. Killer Cross. Johnny Impact. Gangrel. Randy Orton. Marty the Moth Martinez, Mr. Perfect, Christopher Daniels, The Ultimate Warrior, Cesaro, Alexa Bliss, some guy named Warren Watson, and some guy named Adam Davis. So there's a lot of talent there available for us to try to possibly sign. That's just in America. You see a bunch of generic guys there. Tanahashi, Ultimo Dragon, Keiji Muto, Masahiro Chono, Namichi Marufuji, Masato Yoshino, Shigeru Yuri. Man, he's cheap, $800. Tetsumi Fujinami, Riki Choshu, Great Sasuke, Jushin Thunder Liger, Kazuchika Okada, Ken, that's some made up guy, another one, Made up guy. The Macho Ghost. Ooh, yeah. Another made up guy. Another made up guy. Minoru Suzuki. Io Shirai. And Bad Luck Fale. Okay, so he agreed, but yeah. So it's not that he wouldn't want to sign with us, it's that I guess the salary was too low. I guess we need to offer him a bigger signing bonus. We can invite people. So we never went through Latin America. These are a bunch of Generos. Well, Barbaro Cavernario is not. Teton is not. And Super Strong Machine is not. So those are available. Then in Europe, we've got a weird collection. Great Muta, King Haku, and Sheamus. So those are our free agents. Kind of want to steal Brody King from ROH. I should have tried to do that. Alright, so I think we're ready to book the show. First, let's check the training center. We're good there. We're gonna have to create more merchandise. Alright, so last event, year 6, December. Aaron Xavier defeated Alan Brown, non-title match, 100% match valuation there. Sammy Callahan defeated Nick Gage. The following, Bryson Pariah defeated Steve Arnott in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Sam Kelly and Tajiri defeated Eric Priest and Machine. Tajiri pinned Priest in that match. John Moxley defeated CM Punk. That was ending their rivalry. They had a series of matches. Moxley won. Naito defeated Jack Shatter in Jack Shatter's Proving Ground match number 6. DDS, Tony Storm, and Pac defeated Drugs, Bonnie, Danger Mask, and Orange Cassidy to win the 6-man titles, the Kaiju Attack 6-man titles. Kylie Ray defeated Shotzi Blackheart, 100% match valuation. LAX defeated Ortiz and Santana, defeated Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado of Suzuki-gun. And finally, Shockmaster defeated Sabu to win the Kaiju Attack Heavyweight Championship. Alright, so that's what happened with that. We've got 1 month left with New Japan. I'd like to do a cross-promotional event with them, but I don't think it's going to work. So they don't like our match style, apparently. I would have thought, since we're partners, that they would agree to work with us more so than someone else, but I guess not. We can try to do another cross-promotional event next month with one of the promotions we're friendly with. I want to book Jay White, kinda. Switchblade, Jay White, Bone Soldier. Hiromu Takahashi, Bushi. A lot of these guys are different styles, and that's okay. The thing is, you want to book them in the style of match that they prefer. And also, you want to put them higher on the card. Those are two things you can do to prevent them from possibly no-showing, because they can just not show up, and that's a dick move, but it's something that happens sometimes in this game. We're gonna probably get Will Ospreay on this show. Toru Yano. I was thinking of something funny I could do. Let's see. You've had Roppongi 3K on the show before. We just had Evil not too long ago. Booked him. I want Hiromu Takahashi. Alright, we got Hiromu. Tai Chi's style is hardcore. Really? I kind of want Lance Archer on this show, too. Alright, we got Lance Archer. So we got Lance Archer, we got Hiromu Takahashi. Let's see. Let's invite Jay White, too. Might as well. This is our last month of our partnership, so it's going to be harder to invite people from there. Alright, so free agents. Let's see. I think we have more than enough people to book this show. Alright, let's do this. So you've got Hiromu Takahashi, Lance Archer, and Jay White. Not sure what we're going to do with them, but we'll figure something out. Alright, so we'll put them near the top of the card. I want Hiromu Takahashi to wrestle someone. Obviously, but I'm saying I'm trying to think of a good pairing. Fortunately, I can have him wrestle Shatter because he's hurt right now, so I don't want to put him in that position. I could put him in a tag with Naito. What is his popularity in Mexico anyway? Latin America, see. Let's make this a tag team match. Put Naito in there, and he's going to team with Hiromu. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to get rid of that. Let's put Jay White in the main event. Jay White's going to wrestle one of our guys on the top. Yeah, let's put Jay White and Naito in the main event. Fuck it. That's going to be our main event, Jay White and Naito. And then underneath that, we'll have Lance Archer. And Lance Archer, he's going to wrestle Big Boy, one of the big boys on our roster. He is going to wrestle Sam Kelly. I just want to make sure he's the right. Okay, he's strong. So we want to change the match style here. Because we don't want him to no-show. So I pay a bunch of money to book him for their show and for him not to show up. Then we're going to do this next match, which will be the Hiromu Takahashi match. And because he's a showman, we don't really need to worry about changing the match type. He's going to wrestle Pac. I like that. Alright, so we've got Jay White versus Naito, Lance Archer versus Sam Kelly, Hiromu Takahashi versus Pac. That is going to be our top 3 matches. We've got Tony Storm, Typhoon. Okay, so he's the champion, is Typhoon, aka Shockmaster. He's going to wrestle Jon Moxley. And this is going to be a non-title match. If Moxley can beat him, he'll get a title shot at the next show. Or maybe the next one after that, because I think we're going to do a cross-promotional event. But you know what I mean. So then we're going to actually do a title match here. DDS and Steve Arndt, they're going to defend the tag team titles. I can't remember which one it is. Not that one, it's this one. Against the following: Bryce and Pariah. They've been on a bit of a roll since losing the belts, and they are looking to get them back. They won a handicap match over Steve Arndt last show. DDS. Steve will defend the titles here. Then we're going to do a women's matchup. I don't know if we've done this one yet. Kylie Ray defeated Shotzi Blackheart at our last show. No, we haven't done this one yet because Kylie's only wrestled like 2 matches. So lost to Carl Lewis in November, and she beat Shotzi Blackheart there. Alright, so we've got only 3 females on the roster. I know we need to hire more, but we're going to do Toni Storm. We'll put her in gold. And she's going to wrestle Kylie Ray. We'll go with the orange. It's festive for this time of year. It is October here when we're streaming this. So, Tony Storm, Kylie Ray. I like that matchup. We've got room for what? 4 more matches. We got a lot more people left on the card, though. Alright, so Jack Shatter's off the card for this month. We've got the former tag team, 6-man tag team champions still left. Drugs Bunny, Danger Mask, Orange Cassidy. We've got Nick Gage, PCO, Alan Brown, Shotzi. Eric Priest Machine, Eric Xavier, Sami Callihan, Tajiri, and CM Punk. Alright, so let's do... I like this... wait, I keep doing that. I like this idea. It's going to be Orange Cassidy. 1-on-1. Is this one? Yes. He's going to wrestle Aaron Xavier. Non-title. If he can beat Aaron Xavier, he'll get a title shot. Not that he needs the belt, but, you know. So wait, so let's see. Tajiri and Sam Kelly were tag team last month. We've already got him in a match. Tajiri. Tajiri. Let's see. Let's put Sami Callihan against Shotzi Blackheart. I like that pairing. And we've got 2 spots left, and we've got a buttload of people left. So we can do an 8-man tag team match. That'll help fill the card. We could do a 6-man and then a singles. Looking at what we got left. I guess we could. Yeah, let's do a 6-man and then a singles match. That'll work, and then what we got left? We got CM Punk, Nick Gage, and PCO. That's what we got left. So we'll leave Nick Gage off the card. Could do this show in Mexico. I want to try to break into Mexico. Alright, that's good for me. That's what we're gonna do. Let me double check real quick. How many people? 3,000. And we're not gonna make a lot of money on this, but that's okay. Let's just make 1,000 of these. We're just gonna make... we can make a lot of money off these, so we'll make more of those. I think that's good. We'll just save here. Alright, so we're ready for the show. Let's do it. Seriously? Okay, F that. We're gonna cheat. Which one is it? October 12th. Duh. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop. Alright. This time it worked. See, I cheated there, but that's okay. I don't give a shit. CPUC PCO. We're just going to skip this one. This is just filler. And the winner is... PCO. PCO defeated CM Punk. KO. 96%. Not bad. We've got this 6-man tag team match again. This is kind of filler. We'll just skip this one. And let's see. Wow, hundo, man. We should watch this one. That happens sometimes when I skip a match and it's like it's 100% match rating. So, Danny Rash, Drugs Bunny, and Alan Brown defeat Eric Priest, Machine, and Tajiri in a 6-man tag team match. Danger Mask pins. What is that? Machine, hit him with that shooting star press. 26-48. 100% match evaluation. So we're off to a good start. A 96 for that first match and a hundo for that one. Sami Callihan and Shotzi Blackheart is our next match. I think from here on out, we should just watch the card. Let's save real quick. Click save here. So, in case something happens, maybe it freezes, I don't know. I haven't had that issue in a while, so you never know, though. I want to be cautious. Alright, so we got the two, I guess, prelim matches out of the way. I like doing this venue because it's got the dancing girls a la CMLL here. But here comes the draw, Sami Callihan. The big old Planet Caffeine logo in the center. That's our main sponsor. Here comes a ballsy badass Shotzi Blackheart. Ballsy, understood. Don't take shit from anyone. Smoke my stogies wherever I want. And right now, Shotzi in control of this matchup here. Sends Callahan for the ride, but he puts on the brakes and just smashes her head, back of her head, into the canvas. Drop toe hold from Shotzi. Shotzi loads him up and slams him down. Standing moonsault press with a cover, not even a 1. Callahan kicking out. Callahan, no stranger to injured gender wrestling. Whether that be in this game or in real life. There's a senton and a swinging neck breaker from Shotzi. Callahan wrestled, Death Valley Driver. Callahan wrestled Tessa Blanchard at Impact's last pay-per-view event, I think. What was that? Slammiversary? Was that Slammiversary? Yeah. Yeah, it was the main event of Slammiversary, actually. Slammiversary 17. 12. I can't read Roman numerals. Yeah, I actually can. I don't know why I said 12. Maybe I saw the X and the 2 and I didn't see the 5. The V. So, the main event of Slammiversary 17 was Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard. He is going to be wrestling next weekend, October the 20th, here in Villa Park, Illinois. He's going to challenge Brian Cage for the Impact World Championship. Shotzi went for broke there, but missed. Here's a shoulder breaker from Callahan. Shotzi in trouble. Lariat to the back of the dome. Shotzi, though, sends him into the buckle. He gets caught with a shoulder breaker, and now he's got her in the stretch muffler, center of the ring. Perfect positioning right here from Callahan. There's nowhere for Shotzi to go, but Shotzi not going to give it up just yet. Double underhook DDT from Shotzi plants Callahan. Both competitors back to their feet. She catches him with a drop kick, does Shotzi. Another double arm DDT for the ballsy badass, but Callahan's the first one to his feet. Rolls through. Not even a 1 count. The rope's right there. There's a code breaker from Shotzi. Shotzi has Callahan, but he caught her with the Cactus Driver 97 out of nowhere, hooks the leg, and this one's over. Sami Callihan picks up the win over the ballsy badass Shotzi Blackheart here in our third match of the evening, 10:07 on the time there. So Shotzi, since losing that junior championship, on a bit of a losing streak, lost the title a couple of months ago. Lost a match to Kylie Ray last month in December, and now loses this match against Callahan. 95%. We're keeping that string together, putting together some good match ratings. See, the first match was 96. Second match was a hundo. That one 95. So Sami Callihan defeats Shotzi Blackheart there. Like I said, Shotzi's losing streak continues. Next, we've got Orange Cassidy against Aaron Xavier. Of course, we're watching this match. This is a non-title match. Aaron Xavier in possession of the Junior Championship. But if Orange Cassidy can win this match, he'll earn a Junior Heavyweight Championship opportunity. And here he is, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Too bad you can't give him the JanSport backpack, otherwise I would. And of course, yes, he is going to wrestle in those sunglasses. And here comes the evil genius, the Junior Heavyweight Champion, Aaron Xavier. Xavier winning that title back 2 months ago in November, defeating Shotzi Blackheart to win the title for, I believe, the 4th time. He also defeated Alan Brown in a non-title match last month. It was 100% match rating. There's a single leg crab there from Xavier. Flying head scissors from Orange Cassidy takes the champion off his feet. This is a non-title match. There's a knee drop from the evil genius. Nice reversal by Orange Cassidy though into the bulldog headlock. Knee in the midsection and a low blow from the evil genius. And now he's got the camel clutch. Shades of the Sheik or Sabu. By the way, Sabu retiring in the game. So he's no longer on the roster. Former champion. Multiple time champion in our Fire Promoter mode. Running knee in the corner sends Cassidy crashing to the canvas. Puts on the brakes, does the OC. Catches him with a drop kick. There was a collision there. There's a reversal into a power bomb from Aaron Xavier. The Hurricane Rana attempt. There's a counter there from Orange Cassidy. And another low blow from Aaron Xavier right in plain view of the referee. And now we've got a string of strikes here between champion and, well, not challenger, but the champion and potential challenger. Series of forearm strikes, standing switch reversal into the atomic drop from Orange Cassidy. And there's an enziguri. He takes the champion down in this non-title match. Went for another enziguri, but Aaron Xavier this time counters into a leg lock. Snap suplex there from Orange Cassidy. And now he's got that STF applied. Somehow that was rope break, according to referee Andy Long. Big time sit out power bomb. Is that enough? No. OC getting the shoulder up. La Maestro cradle. Big Xavier too close to the ropes. Oh, he went for a broke but missed. Series of strikes. Kick to the knee. Running knee strike catches him right in the solar plexus. Inside cradle, small package, whatever you want to call it. 2 count. No. Irish whip off the ropes. Catches him with a boot to the top. Double stomp. Calls for it again. And there it is. He likes to go for 3 of them. It's the trifecta. But Orange sent Cassidy back to his feet. Staggers the champion. Went for a suplex, but reversed by Xavier. To the top and a double stomp to the back. And another one. Make it 3 to the spine. And now a 4th. And 5. That is 8 double stomps from the top to Orange Cassidy. That's gotta be it. And it is. An onslaught of offense there from the champion late in this match. Puts away Orange Cassidy 10-28. And he is on a roll. Is the evil genius. 77. 10-28. Okay, well, that was our first match. Sub 80%. Sub 90%. So that brought the rating down to a 92. Next, we've got a women's match. Toni Storm, Smiley Kylie Rae. Here we go. Alright, so Kylie Ray, Toni Storm. This is our matchup here. Kylie Ray, only her third match in Kaiju. Losing her debut against Ricardo Luis, but winning last month in a tremendous match against Shotzi, which earned 100%. Fans really like that match. So here she is taking on Toni Storm, one of the other female wrestlers on this roster. Toni Storm last month was victorious in six-man tag team action as she actually won the six-man tag team titles with DDS and PAC, actually. Big sit-out powerbomb from Kylie Ray, got a 2 count. Backslide, pin, 2, no. Another backslide. But the rope's right there. Is Toni Storm able to grab those? That bottom rope. Hear the call. 5 minutes gone in this one. And she just stalled Toni Storm's move, but Toni Storm quickly back to her feet. There's a thumbs up from Kylie. Kylie, the top hits the senton and the single leg crab. Sit out power bomb. 2.9 as Toni just gets the shoulder up. Kylie Ray taking a moment to pose. That may have cost her as Toni Storm hits the suplex. Canadian Destroyer. Uh-oh, strong zero, center of the ring by Toni Storm. But she cannot capitalize as Kylie Ray's back to her feet as she goes to the top, hits that senton. And another. She gonna make it 3, she is. That somersault senton from the top. Toni catches her with the back elbows, tilt-a-whirl DDT, plants her. That Planet Caffeine logo, which is one of our sponsors, by the way, Planet Caffeine. Strike exchange and Toni Storm wins the battle. Hits the knee drop. Cradle pile driver, standing moonsault, that's gotta be it. No! Kylie Ray out at 2.9, charity case out of nowhere, and it's over. Just like that, Kylie Ray slaps on the charity case. That crossface submission, and Toni Storm immediately taps out. So Kylie Ray defeats Toni Storm with the charity case. And 10:04 on the time there. And 85. So another win for Kylie Ray. She's racking up wins. And she may be the next one to challenge Aaron Xavier for that junior title. Tag Team Championships on the line. Or Tag Team Championship, however you want to say that. On the line, DDS and Steve Arndt defending the titles, or title, against Jesus Bryce and Pariah, the following. So facing the team that they defeated to win these titles once again, as the following have built up a string of wins, including a victory over Steve Arndt, one half the tag team champions, in a 2-on-1 handicap match to earn another shot at these titles. They're stringing together some victories last couple months. Here they are, decked out in white and in those masks. A new look and perhaps a new attitude for former multiple-time tag team champions. Here are the champions. The greatest spectacle in professional wrestling, DDS, and his tag team partner, Fish Sticks, Steve Arndt, which I've decided to dub Delicious Fish Sticks. That is the name of their team. The fan favorite duo in action here. defending their titles in Mexico. There's a fireman's carry takeover from Bryce and a super kick. That could be it right there. And DDS out at 1. DDS makes the tag to his partner Steve. Steve in there now. Misses the shoulder tackle. Camel clutch from DDS. Irish whip off the ropes. Misses the X-Bomber. This is the back elbow. Bryce ducks down. Fireman's carry. Now those two... Oh my god, King Cobra Cutter right there. And instead of going for the cover, they want to put some more punishment on Steve Aaron. They send him in the buckle. Steve fights back with a right hand. With the big man Pariah in control. As he boots him in the gut. And now he's just stepping on his head. As he's got him in that crab. There's a tag. Tag on both sides of the ring. Steve fighting off both members of the following as DDS is in there now. And he goes to work on Jesus Bryce. Just a straight up headbutt. And now he's just pummeling him with right hands. DDS, former multiple time Kaiju Attack champion. Not sure, but he might have also held the MLW title. He's held the tag team titles on more than one occasion. He's currently one half of the 6-man tag team champions. He takes that double team power bomb. A decorated champion in Kaiju Attack Wrestling, to say the least. And there's the tag made to Steve Aaron, who is one half of the tag champs. Went for that testicular claw, but Pariah had it well scouted. Has him in a pin, but Andy Long says that's a rope break. Of course, our referee, Andy Long, Two Juice, some fans call him. And there's that lariat into the pin. 1, no. Full Nelson slam from the big man Pariah as he tags in Bryce. Bryce with a double team power bomb. Lariat turns him inside out and a tag is made to DDS. Guillotine leg drop from Bryce onto Aaron. DDS is the legal man. And now they're exchanging blows. These two guys who know each other very well. Came into the business around the same time. Shared locker room, many locker rooms over the years. We're 10 minutes gone into this one. There's a combination of punches from DDS as he fells the big man. Plants him with a DDT. Pariah, actually a former Kaiju Attack Heavyweight Champion in his own right. I believe he's held the title more than once. DDS saves his partner in that bear hug. Steve doesn't know where he is. Just a straight up boot. Pariah having his way right now. But there's a reversal from Steve. Can he make a tag? And he does. But Pariah boots both men down. But takes that lariat. Gets turned inside out. And a drop kick from DDS. Pariah tags in his mentor. Leaping enziguri and a leg drop to the back of the neck. And now a single leg crab. Here comes Steve to break it up. Again, this match is for the Kaiju Attack Tag Team Championship. Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Let's emphasize that. There are junior tag belts. We don't use them. Flying elbow drop and another elbow drop, this time from the grounded position. There's the King Cobra Cutter, otherwise known as the 3D. Series of European uppercuts from Steve. Errant feigns like he injured his groin. And now he's going for that sushi roll. Also known as the steamroller, or in this game, the Fat Man Press. Oh, gotta love the name of that one. Nice Irish whip reversal, but takes a series of palm strikes from Bryce. Clubbing blow and a cover and not even a 2 count. Gonna take more than that. Another shot and a cover and a 2 count this time. Irish whip catches him with that back elbow. Tags in DDS. Drop down to the back elbow from DDS and a crook of the leg and a 2 count. Sorry, I was yawning there. Apologize. There it is, the flat earther. But Steve Errant right there to save his partner and those tag team championships. Or the tag team championship. Usually don't see him go off the top, but DDS with a splash from the ropes. DDS is feeling it right now as he tags in Steve Errant. Pariah's back in there now. Oh, he's got him in the testicular claw, and that could have been it. Bryce there to save his partner. 20 minutes gone in this one as Pariah hits that jackknife power bomb into the short clothesline. I give her a short clothesline. What do you mean short clothesline? That's a part of a story with the Iron Sheik. I believe Marty Jannetty. You need to check it out on YouTube. You can find it there. Story about Iron Sheik clotheslining a hooker, basically. In a hotel room. Oh, funny shit. There's a lariat. Or not a lariat, my god. An enziguri, I'm all messed up. There's a cutter, and a cover, and a 2, and GDS there to break it up. Sit out, power bomb to the big man. Deadlift German from Steve Errant. And a tag made to DDS. He eats an enziguri. I don't know if you really eat an enziguri. Enziguri is kicked to the back of the head. Takes a kick to the back of the head. Oh, one for the double team whip, but Pariah crashes into the buckle. Elbow drop from DDS from the top. There's the running power slam. That could be it. Covered. Not even a 2 count. Too close to the opposite corner as Steve able to break it up. Fisherman Buster there and a tag to DDS. Well, actually DDS was Legal Man. Leaping complete shot right there from Bryce. Backbreaker into the slam. And Pariah trying to go up top, but can't get up there. I don't know what he was thinking there. We never see Pariah go from the top. Steve Errant taking some time to pose before applying the sushi roll. Now, we've actually seen this move KO people before. There's a cover, 2, 3, and that's it. Wow. The match is over. And now Steve Errant must pose, brother. Oh, the following put up a valiant effort. But in the end, even with their new change in attitude, their new look, it was just not enough to defeat the champions. DDS and Steve Errant retained the titles once again. And this match got a 100. I'm going to write that down in my log here, the Google Doc. Alright, so DDS and Steve Errant. Meet the following: Bryce, Pariah retained the Kaiju Tag Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Stephen Pariah, 100% match evaluation. So that's the second 100% match you've had on this card. There you go, you see title defense. See, their last title defense was back in August, where they actually defeated the following there as well. Because since then, Steve and DDS have been in other matches, whether DDS was in singles, six-mans, or whatnot. Next, we've got the champion, the Kaiju Attack Heavyweight Champion, the Shockmaster against Jon Moxley. This is a non-title match, by the way. Non-title match here, but if Moxley can win this match, he will earn himself an opportunity at the championship, a title shot. I think our next event is going to be a cross-promotional show. I'm going to want to do another cross-promotional event. I'm not sure which promotion we're going to do it with, but I want to do a cross-promotional event. And so then, that'll be what, February? And then March we'll resume doing regular shows. So if Moxley can win this match, he'll get a title shot in March, let's say. So here we go, the Shockmaster, unmasked. He's going to be taking on Jon Moxley in this one. Non-title. Shockmaster, absolute tear through the promotion, winning matches since his debut, earning a title shot in Sabu last month in December, and winning the title, forcing Sabu to retire from the sport in the process. So Shockmaster, an absolute beast since coming in. Of course, if you watch my channel, you saw him in the Big Boy tournament. Did not win the tournament. That was actually won by his former tag team partner, Earthquake. There's an elbow drop into a pin. Of course, also, Moxley, also available on my channel, the series of matches Moxley had with Steve Arndt, which just came out of a random thing where I put together a card at random. I hit randomize. That match came up. I just thought it was so funny that I decided to keep the match. It turned out to be a highly entertaining match in which Steve Arndt somehow, some way, was able to defeat Moxley by happenstance. It was a fluke countout win, where Moxley decided he was going to pull chairs from out under the ring instead of getting back in the ring, and was counted out. So then I was like, well, there's got to be a rematch. And then Steve actually won the rematch. There it is, the Death Rider. And that could be it. 2-0. But it led to a series of matches between the two, which Moxley eventually won the series. There's a back body drop. Or a backdrop suplex. Back suplex. Whatever. Running lariat, that could be it too. And just gets the shoulder up to the champion. That's a little bit of backstory there. Moxley recently involved in a series of matches against CM Punk, winning that series, and that was what got him this match here against the champion. Decided not to make it a title match. Running knee strike. I figured if he can win... Oh! DDT off the ropes. The green killer, and that could be it. And no, just gets the shoulder up. But if he can win this match, obviously, that will give him a championship title match. Side slam from Shockmaster. Drops the elbow. You can see fatigue is starting to set in on the big man. And another green killer. And that could be it. It is. Emphatic statement made by the Death Rider, Jon Moxley, as he defeats the champion in this non-title affair. 9 minutes, 46 seconds. Moxley wants that championship back. 82% Moxley wins this match. Oh, there we go. Alright, so the first of our triple main event, I guess, is going to be Hiromu Takahashi against Pac. It's our triple header. Here comes the ticking time bomb himself, Hiromu Takahashi. Mota, Mota, Mota! Too bad he can't have Daryl with him. Daryl Takahashi. Or Daryl Jr. I guess it would be Daryl Jr. at this point, because Daryl, the original Daryl, was killed by Bad Luck Fale. Tore him apart. Here comes this no-nonsense individual, the bastard known as Pac. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed and someone pissed in his Cheerios. He's always angry. He's an angry little man in his Pac. Make no mistake about it, he is an accomplished individual in the squared circle. He may not be that tall, but he's built like a brick shit house, and he's won several titles in real life and in this mode. He's a former Kaiju Attack Heavyweight Champion. He's one third of the six-man tag team champions right now. He's also the current Ace Heavyweight Champion as well. Forgot he had that title. But the title's not on the line here. This is simply a matchup showcasing the talents of both these junior heavyweights. But Pac refusing to compete in the junior heavyweight division and proven without a shadow of a doubt that he belongs in the heavyweight division, as he's got the championship record to prove it. Hiromu Takahashi, meanwhile, member of Los Ingobernables de Japan. As he's to the top, it hits a flat splash off the top. Of course, the leader of that group, Naito, in action in the main event. We've seen Evil. Now we see Takahashi. We haven't seen Shingo, and we haven't seen Sonata yet. Those are the other two members of LIJ. We haven't seen overhead belly-to-belly from Takahashi. Takahashi, of course, in real life, suffering a severe neck injury a year ago. It's been about a year, over a year, since he suffered that injury in a match against Dragon Lee here in the States. Junior heavyweight title defense. He retained the title successfully, but injured his neck in the process. Was forced to relinquish the title. There was a brief tournament for that belt. Beautiful Hurricane Rana right there from Pac. Overhead belly to belly from Takahashi as he goes to the top and went for the double knees, but he missed. Enziguri from Pac. Went for a powerbomb, but reversed in a back body drop from Pac. Pac with a Hurricane Rana. Drops a knee. Drop toe hold from Hiromu. With that forearm right to the back of the neck. Takahashi is on the mend, and people are just waiting for him to return. There's no news on when he's going to return, but he's been tweeting a lot, and there is a Death Valley driver. A lot of people think he is due to return sometime soon. There's another Death Valley driver. Hopefully he does return. I don't know if we're going to get the match we want between him and Dragon Lee, based on the current contract status of Dragon Lee, as he is no longer part of CMLL Mexico. CMLL, of course. There it is! The Brutalizer! We've seen him win a lot of matches with this move. But Hiromu not willing to capitulate just yet. There's a super kick. Countered by Pac. Super kick to the back of the neck. Back to the Brutalizer. Center of the ring. Nowhere for him to go. But Hiromu refusing to give it up. Overhead release German. Back to the Brutalizer, and that's enough. 12:02. Pac wins this one over Hiromu Takahashi. %81. So Pac defeats Hiromu Takahashi in this match. I guess it proves that Brutalizer is one of the most devastating and effective submission finishes in this game. And here comes the American Psycho, Lance Archer. Lance Archer, of course, a member of Suzuki-gun in Japan, a New Japan Pro Wrestling roster. Oh. Wait a minute, we got weapons involved already. You got a chair, we got a kendo stick, another kendo stick, and a third. They've got 12. They got until 20 to get back in the ring. We got chairs. We got kendo sticks. What a start to this one. So All Elite Wrestling putting out a message that Taz is going to be a special guest broadcaster for next week's AEW Dark in Philadelphia. There's a low blow from Sam Kelly and a cover, but there's a rope break. Sam Kelly, former Kaiju Attack Heavyweight Champion. And there's a series of punches from Archer. And a low blow from Sam Kelly. Kelly losing that title to Sabu, and looks like that kick, that last kick from Kelly busting Lance Archer wide open, as these two are now throwing bombs. 5 minutes gone in this one. It's been a physical battle since the beginning. We've seen weapons involved, and now Archer is busted open. They've been fighting in the ring, outside the ring, everywhere. Two big hosses going on around here. He's biting the man. He tearing the flesh. Oh no, he's got the kendo stick. Send into the barricade. Back in the ring. Kelly's got that kendo stick in hand. Went for a big swing. But came up empty. There's the claw. There's the EBD claw to 2.9. Just barely. And that claw slam followed by the EBD claw. Sam Kelly just barely getting out at 2.9. There's a side slam as the blood of Lance Archer staining the canvas. He is a bloody mess right now. And a low blow from the former champion, who repeatedly kicks him in that open wound. There's a choke slam. Is that enough? To 2.9. Again, the former champion showing his resiliency, kicking out at 2.9 from that massive choke slam from the American Psycho Lance Archer. Big boot sends him down. But another low blow from Kelly. Is that enough to... No, not even a 2 count. Archer out at 1, and he's pissed. Running power slam by the big Texan. Looks like he's calling for the end here, maybe. Big boot. Sends him down again. He's got the former champion right where he wants him. Does Archer. Lariat to the back of the neck. But Kelly, hanging vertical suplex, takes down the big man from New Japan. And again showing him no respect at all by those kicks to the face. And now stomping a mud hole in the corner, and then just pressing that boot into the throat. Kelly not afraid to bend or outright break the rules. Gets a 2 count on that. Seen it in the past. We see it in this match. And he's biting him again. Digging his teeth into the flesh of Lance Archer. What a matchup here between these two guys. Two big men. There's a lariat, and Kelly says that's it. It's over, and he kicks him right in the nuts. And again. And now he's just trying to choke the life out of Lance Archer. That, of course, is illegal. He could risk disqualification there, but he does not care. There's a brain buster to the knee. Archer doesn't know where he is, but a reversal by the American Psycho. Archer off the ropes, catches him with a lariat. Into the buckle goes Archer. Archer drags him back towards the center and hits a leg drop to the back of the neck. And now we've got a strike exchange here between these two big men. This hoss battle, if you will. A couple of big boys going at it here in our semi-main event. Choke slam from Archer. Hooks the leg, and that is gonna do... No! Somehow some way. The former champ gets to the ropes, got that Cobra hold applied, and that is it. Archer can only take so much as he taps out. Not letting go of that hold. Come on, man. The match is over. Let go of the hold. Come on, Andy Long. Get him off of him. What the hell? So Sam Kelly defeats Lance Archer 14 minutes 53 seconds with the King Cobra hold. 99%. Nearly got 100 there from those big boys. That match went better than I thought it would. That's for sure. Nearly got the hundo. Just 1%. Come on. 99. Give him 100, man. We're at a 90 average card rating, which is very good. There's really only been one match that's been sub 80, and that was our Aaron Xavier and Orange Cassidy, which was a 77. We had a few that were in the 80s. 81, Pac and Takahashi. 82, Moxley and Typhoon. 85, Kylie and Tony Storm. Everything else has been 90 or in the 90s or above. 95 for Callahan and Shotzi. 96 for Punk and PCO. 99 for that last match with Archer and Kelly. And then we've got two 100% match rating matches here. That's 6-man tag team match. Danger Match, Drugs Bunny, Alan Brown over Priest, Machine, Ty Jerry. That one did a hundo. And then the tag team championship match, DDS and Aaron defeating Bryce and Pariah. One hundo there. Now we've got our main event of the show. Let's save again real quick. And it's Switchblade Jay White, leader of the Bullet Club, taking on the leader of LIJ, former Kaiju Tech Heavyweight Champion, Tranquilo, Tetsuya Naito. Alright, here we go with our main event of the show. Here comes the leader of Bullet Club, former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the current IWGP Intercontinental Champion, Switchblade Jay White. Breathe with the Switchblade. Also former IWGP US Heavyweight Champion, by the way. And he is taking on the man that he defeated to win that Intercontinental Championship about a month ago. I am talking about the leader of LIJ, former Kaiju Attack Heavyweight Champion here in Fire Promoter mode, Tetsuya Naito. And there's the whistle as we are ready to go here in our main event. Leaders of two big factions in New Japan. Bullet Club, probably the biggest heel faction in New Japan. LIJ, one of the most popular factions, if not the most popular faction in New Japan at this point. There's a rake to the eyes from Naito. Naito with a drop kick to the knee. Again, like I said, these two squaring off about a month ago at Destruction. I believe that was in, is that Kobe? I believe it was in Kobe where Naito losing the title. Double leapfrog right there from Jay White. See a drop kick from Naito. Takes down the former heavyweight champion. IWGP heavyweight champion. But yeah, Naito losing that title IRL to Jay White in Kobe, the Intercontinental title that is. Naito kind of rudderless right now in New Japan since losing that title. His goal was to walk into Wrestle Kingdom with the Intercontinental title and actually win the IWGP heavyweight title. It'd be the first man to win, first man to hold both the heavyweight and the Intercontinental title. Didn't go according to plan though. But he says he's not done yet. the leader of LIJ, may have something else up his sleeve. But New Japan Pro Wrestling has a big show coming up this Monday on the 14th. King of Pro Wrestling 2019. The heavyweight titles on the line in that show. Okada defending the title against Sanada. Also the U.S. Championship on the line. Jon Moxley returning to Japan to defend the title against the former champion, the man he beat for that title, Juice Robinson. Let's see what else is on that card. Right now, right here, we've got Jay White and Naito here in our main event Kaiju Attack Wrestling show here in January in Mexico. See if I can find the card here for you. While I'm looking that up, leg lock applied by Naito. Leapfrog from Jay White. Naito puts on the brakes. Ring neck breaker. There's a cover and a 2 count. As I said, Okada Sanada for the IWGP Heavyweight title. Kota Ibushi versus Evil for that right certificate. Evil defeating Ibushi in the G1. No disqualification match for the IWGP US title. It is no disqualification. It's Moxley defending against Juice. Series is 1-1 apiece. With the title on the line, Moxley defeated Juice. In the G1, Juice defeated Moxley, so they're even right now. So this is the rubber match. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championships on the line. Will Ospreay versus El Phantasmo. Overall singles matchups favors Phantasmo 3-1. In New Japan, Phantasmo is 2-0 against Ospreay, so the odds are definitely in El Phantasmo's favor. There's a 2 count. Also, we've got the matchup between Jushin Thunder Liger and Minoru Suzuki, which I am looking forward to quite a bit. And we've also got a 6-man tag team match, as it is going to be Jay White, who's in action here, teaming with Kenta, who's the never openweight champion, and the Tokyo Pimp Yujiro Takahashi. So the Intercontinental Champion and the never openweight champion teaming with the Tokyo Pimp Bullet Club, taking on the team of Yoshihashi, Tomohiro Ishii, and Hiroki Goto of Chaos. Oh, there it is. Stole his move, the Switchblade move, the Blade Runner. German suplex. Enziguri from Naito. Low blow, that mule kick right to the groin. Jay White from the top. He says that's it. He's going for the kill. Standing drop kick. Off the ropes and a drop kick to the knee. Inverted DDT from Naito. Series of elbows right there from Jay White. White with that drop kick to the back of Naito. Naito in trouble. Again, those elbow strikes from Jay White. Switchblade now in control. But Naito sends him out the ropes, hits him with an elbow of his own. Drop kicks him in the knee. Both men down. White back to his feet. Goes for a chop. Misses. Inverted DDT, center of the ring. Naito setting him up. Destino! That could be it. The Destino out of the corner, and it is. 18-13. Naito puts away Switchblade. Jay White. Naito, by the way, will be in action at King of Pro Wrestling. It's Naito, Shingo, Takagi, and Bushi of LIJ against Suzuki Gun's team of Zack Sabre Jr., Lance Archer, and Taichi. Here, Naito victorious over Jay White with the Destino. 18-13. 97% for our main event of the show. Another very good match rating. to close out this show. And I was talking about the King of Pro. Just round that out real quick. So, also on that card, the fourth and final match commemorating 20 years of Hiroshi Tanahashi in New Japan. It's Tanahashi teaming up with Tomoaki Honma against Toge Makabe and Toru Yano. Then you've got El Desperado's return from injury, as Desperado was out of action with a broken jaw before Best of Super Juniors, so he missed the tournament. So he's been out for several months now. He's back 4 months later. He's teaming up with the man who was his replacement in the tournament, Best of Super Juniors tournament, Doki, and his usual tag team partner, and Suzuki-gun, former IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions, Yoshinobu Kanemaru. So Suzuki-gun, they'll take on the team of Ryusuke Taguchi representing Taguchi Japan, and representing Chaos, the tag team of Roppongi 3K, Sho, and Yo. As it looks like Taguchi and Rocky Romero have come to some kind of agreement to team up together and to team up with Roppongi 3K. Rocky Romero, of course, is the coach, I guess you could say, of Sho and Yo. Taguchi considers himself the coach of Taguchi Japan, and the two coaches will actually be teaming together in the Super Junior Tag League, which is coming up. I know we suddenly got into discussion about New Japan here on the stream, but booked a bunch of New Japan people for the show. Great success, 3,196 out of 3,000, so over capacity, 91.2 average card rating. Mexico rule, small hall, full house, audience love the show. That'll boost the popularity. That's what we want. Want to get our popularity up in Latin America. Brian Cage won the Impact Heavyweight battle. And we made some money. Brought in $992,912. We spent $442,051. So we made $550,861. So we made some money with the small gate and the ticket prices being what it was. We only had 3,100 something tickets sold at $20 a piece. We weren't going to make that much money. Shinagawa Takahiro was unable to find anyone. Of course he wasn't. Mr. Question was unable to find anybody. Wrestlers participating in a charity event. Fans love seeing this side of them. Naito and Shotzi have been feuding for a while now, but hostilities finally exploded between them. The industry is in an uproar. So it looks like it's going to be Tetsuya Naito and Shotzi Blackheart on our next show. They won't be able to work out the differences of words. Let's let them solve it in the ring. Okay, we'll go to resources. Send this guy out, and we'll send Mr. Question out. Get out there and find me some wrestlers. Oh! Alright, they're out there. Alright, so let's see. We can offer contracts now. Brody King. Soft arm, a big bonus. Brody shows interest but doesn't agree to your terms. Well, we tried. Alright, so our partnership is over with New Japan. Let's see. Let's try to broker a contract still with them if we wanted to. try to do one with Impact. I'm looking at people's popularity in other countries. I'd like to do a cross promotion with New Japan, but they don't want to do it because their styles are too different. I could do it with Impact, and their Latin America is a C. We need the boost. Let's do it. Alright, there we go. Alright, so CM Punk needs the month off. So we're going to give him the month off. Everyone else is okay. So make a save real quick. There we go. Let's check out merchandise. So we sell a lot of t-shirts and towels. We did pretty well on the sales of the photos and the DVDs. We only made 3,000 of those, but we sold pretty well. We almost got rid of all the goods. Like 29 of those left. That's fine, we'll just get rid of them. We only made 1,000 of those. We can't sell the rest of these. We made 3,000 of these. We didn't sell all the snacks though, unfortunately. We gotta dispose of 1,500 something of them. That's okay. Alright, so make some more stuff. You gotta repair this equipment. It's all worn. Alright, there we go. Take another save. I think that takes care of that. Human resources, management, okay. Let's book this event. Let's try cross promotion. We'll do Impact. Alright, let's book this event. So it doesn't look like we can put tag team titles on the line. For some reason it's not letting me put these two titles on the line. Let's put the Ace title on the line. That'll work. Because they're not even putting their belt on the line. Well, this is kind of shitty, isn't it? Whatever, we already agreed to terms, so. There's going to be a lot of people that aren't wrestling on this card. We're going to bring out our big guns for this one. because we want our guys to win. We don't want them to be showing up. So we're going to send Naito in there. He's going to challenge for that belt and try to bring it home with it for us. Put drugs money in this one. I'm trying to find the most popular wrestlers in the area that also have a good overall rating. Let's send some folks over to some other promotions, huh? Why not? Alright, so we loaned a bunch of people out. And then we'll just have a bunch of people sit out for this show. That's fine. Make a new save here. Oh, let's produce some merch. Only make 1,000 of these. We'll just make 1,000 snacks and 1,000 goods. We're not gonna make that much money on this show. I already know it. We're gonna save this again. All right. Let's proceed. No. Shit. Can I still fix this? No. God damn it, it's strong style. That's not good. We want a showman. God damn it. Well, it ain't gonna be good. Not good. Why did I put strong style? Both of our promotions are strong showman. Okay, well, here's the card then. It's going to be Ortiz against Steve Arndt, Rich Swann versus Orange Cassidy, Moose versus Drugs Bunny, Tetsuya Naito versus Brian Cage for the MLW Heavyweight title, and Eddie Edwards versus Pac for the Ace Heavyweight title. Before we get started, I'm going to take a second here. I'll be right back. Stick around. I'm going to run this match, and I'll be back on commentary in just a few. So let's run this match. from the bottom. I'm going. Not going anywhere this weekend. Yeah. All right, back on commentary here. This is our first match in our cross-promotional event. It's Kaiju Tech Wrestling versus Impact Wrestling. There's a big Death Valley drivers. We've got the Funky Monkey Ortiz, one half of the tag team known as LAX. In Impact Wrestling, at least. I don't think they have an actual tag team name in AEW right now. And he's taking on one half of the tag team champions of Kaiju Attack Wrestling. It's Steve Arrett, who's got that testicular claw on, and the match is over. And Steve Arrett must pose, brother. Brother. Match number 1 goes to Kaiju Attack Wrestling. As that testicular claw, we've seen it gain victories for Steve Arrett in the past. And it does here against Ortiz. He beat Jon Moxley with that move. As the Funky Monkey Ortiz gives it up. As Steve Arrett wins this interpromotional match. 90%. 13-25. So match number 1 goes to Kaiju Attack Wrestling. Match number 2, it's going to be a battle of the junior heavyweights, as it's going to be Rich Swann against Orange Cassidy. This is a non-title match. I believe Rich Swann is the Impact Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Champion, but for some reason, the title not on the line. But here comes Rich Swann to the ring. The outlandish Rich Swann. He is ready for action here against freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. What? I don't know. Well, I don't know what happened here, but it looks like the game froze, unfortunately. This is why I should have saved before we did this.